Spider-Man PS4 is by far one of the best superhero games ever created, period. And here's why. Now, what makes a good video game or a good game in general? It boils down to four categories that I'm using: gameplay, story or plot, challenge, and characters. Now, I'm gonna be boiling down these four characters, and I'm gonna be rating them out of 10. Now, for gameplay. Now, Spider-Man's gameplay is phenomenal. You get to web swing around the city. You get to. There's so many mechanics to it. You know, you can dodge opponents. There's so many mechanics to it. And if you play Spider-Man PS4, you know the gameplay is amazing. So, in this category, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. Now, the reason why I won't give it a 10 is because there's one mechanic that I really don't like in Spider-Man. It's the stealth. Because stealth is just, it feels so useless to me. Honestly, I think it's just so much better. You know, you just attack the opponents and that's it. What's the point of stealth? That's one thing that's better about Batman than Spider-Man, to be honest. Because stealth. Batman's stealth is far more useful than Spider-Man's stealth. Now, the stealth of Spider-Man, one thing that's better in stealth in Spider-Man than Batman, in my opinion, though, is the fact that the enemies actually are smart, and they actually can see you. Once they see you, you know they're never gonna get your eyes off of you. Batman enemy, when they see you, he just disappear. They forget about you. But on that note, gameplay, I would give 9.5 out of 10. Everything else is great. Just the stealth is just meh. Anyways, the next category I'm gonna be rating it as is story. Now, story is a 10 out of 10, completely. From the beginning of the game, you just see Spider-Man's personality, his lifestyle. You know, you don't. There's not too much crammed into it. It's a simple story. In the beginning of the game, you see the radioactive spider. You get a foreshadowing of his origins, but they don't spend time in his origin story. They don't spend time. Oh, Uncle Ben died, because we're tired of hearing that in video games. I'm so glad they fixed that though, and they don't waste time with Spider-Man just became a superhero and then it flash forward and I know Spider-Man is just tragic about this and that. No, it's just a simple plot. It's simple. From the beginning of the game where Spider-Man was just being Spider-Man, you know, he's just attacking random guys or attacking random thugs, Wilson Fisk, you know. And it's this carefree attitude. It's nothing serious. You know, it's not complex. It's also it appeals to both children and adults. Simple and easy to follow plot. That's what I like about the game. And this and the story and everything is just, and it's simple but it's complex at the same time. By the time you get to the end of the story, I guess you know you kind of feel for the story. Anyways, the next category I'm gonna be ranking it as is challenge. Now, challenge, I would rate it 8 out of 10. Why? Because the challenge, I mean, ultimate mode, spectacular mode, I mean, it's kind of challenging, but the only real person I really felt challenged with is Wilson Fisk. And really, the only reason why I felt challenged is because of his goons. You know, it took forever to be his goons and everything. But I am playing in ultimate mode. I want to see how much more challenging ultimate mode is. But to be perfectly honest, I don't think it's going to be much more challenging. So I'm going to be rating this challenge 8 out of 10. Now, the characters. The characters, I wish I can give it a 20 out of 10. The characters are amazing. I love all the characters. Spider-Man is an awesome character. And I love how... There's going to be spoilers, by the way. So if you guys don't want spoilers, leave now. But I love how we get to see Peter Parker's life, and then we get Spider-Man's life, and how Peter Parker's life affects Spider-Man's life, how they intertwine with each other. I love all the characters. I love Mary Jane. I love how she's actually useful. I love Miles. Miles is honestly one of my favorite characters in the story. Yes, I just love how he's just a mini Spider-Man essentially, but at the same time he's his own character. All the characters were amazing. I loved all the characters. Now, a total rating for this for Spider-Man would be. So I calculated all my ratings that I gave the game, and it's 37.5. 37.5 over 40. Now that's about a 93.75, I think. Yeah, it's around that. But I'm gonna round it to 9.5 out of 10. The game is amazing. I mean, there's still, minor flaws with the games, There's still other minor problems besides, all the things I mentioned. But still, it's a phenomenal game. I recommend it 100%. I don't think any game is perfect, in my opinion. So, you don't feel bad that I didn't give it 10 out of 10. Because, if I were to give a game 10 out of 10, it would have to be a perfect game. But Spider-Man isn't a perfect game. It's an awesome game. It's an amazing game. I recommend it 100%. But it's far from perfect. It's far from perfect. There's no perfect game. And if you say a game is perfect, then you there's no striving it for it to be better. Nothing is perfect. Nothing. But I do hope in the sequel they can fix everything about the game. So here are my final thoughts on the game. Everything excluding what I said, I love the minor things they added to the game too, like the suits, like the different kind of suits they have. All the villains. And I love how like intertwined everything is. Doctor Negative, Mr. Negative hates Norman. Doctor Octavius hates Norman. You can feel that Doctor Octavius is really not a bad guy. Norman is really the bad guy. But I'm gonna get to that in another video. I just love how everything's entwined and the plot. Oh my god, the plot and the characters are by far the best thing about these games, in my opinion. The plot and the characters, oh, they're amazing. And I think what Spider-Man PS4 did better than the previous Spider-Man games is how we get to see Peter Parker's life and Spider-Man's life, and they will both connect. And Spider-Man helps the little guys. He doesn't ignore the little guys like some other people. And you could see and this is a very very minor detail, and that most people don't get, but he's the defender of the city. When Avengers are not there, he's the defender of the city. He defends the city. He is a true hero of the city. While Avengers, say something else. I don't know what Avengers did at the time. It's a very minor detail, but it's an important detail. This game made me appreciate Spider-Man far more than I previously did. Before, I loved Spider-Man, but I just thought, he's another superhero. But this game made me love Spider-Man tenfold, which can argue that he's one of my top 5 favorite characters right now. So this game made me love Spider-Man so much that he might even be my top, at least in my top 10 favorite characters. I have a lot of favorite characters, so yeah, top 10, maybe even top 5. I may do a video about that. If you guys want to see a video about that, leave it in the comments below. So yeah, that's my final ranking of the game. It's at 9.5, 37.5 out of 40, which is pretty much a 9.5. It's a phenomenal game. Recommend it 100%. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh, one more thing. I hope the sequel is much better than Spider-Man. Or at least as great as it. Like, I can't wait till the sequel. And they're gonna have a Fantastic Four DLC. Oh, I want to play that. I mean, I know they say it's confirmed essentially, but it hasn't 100% been confirmed. So I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.